Hi, I'm Brittany with Conde Systems, and today we're going to talk about how to press a Vapor Apparel Basic Tee. And I've pressed one earlier, and we're going to walk you through the steps on how to press them. There's 3 different methods that we're going to use, so I brought several materials with me today, and I'll go over which ones we're going to use. I have the image we're going to display, a lint roller. You may need some scissors, some Conde DyeTrans Pro Spray, and either vapor foam, a Teflon pad, or extra butcher paper. And then I have some extra butcher paper as well for when I do my pressing. Going back to the foam kits, today we're going to be using a piece of Teflon. This is a Teflon Pillow, and so we have a little bit of cushion. This is what I will be using. You can also use a vapor foam from the vapor foam kit, or you can do a piece of butcher paper as well. The paper is more recommended if it's just going to be a small press or a smaller area, if a pocket, for example, or maybe a sleeve, something without seams. The vapor foam itself will be great for any kind of full bleed, anything with seams where you really want to puff it out and make sure you get the ink far into the seam. Today, we're going to be using that Teflon Pillow, so I'll move that closer to me. And let's get started on the image itself. One of the reasons why you're going to need scissors, it depends on the size of your actual image area. We're going to be doing a tear method. The whole purpose of the tear method is just to make sure we don't create a nice sharp edge. If I were to cut this real close and press it, you might actually see a perfect square right around your image. So what I'm going to do, since my image is so large, I'm not going to need to cut. If it was a little bit smaller, I definitely would. I'm just going to tear right along the edges of my image. It also makes it a little bit faster too. The closer we get to our image, the easier it will be to place on our shirt as far as centering goes. If you want to make sure you put it in a certain area of the t-shirt, the closer we can get to the image itself, the easier it will be to place and make sure we line it correctly. And again, the tearing method is really just going to create nice soft edges so that when we go to press, we're not creating a perfect square where we cut out our image. We're able to get really close to the image itself without creating a perfect square border that we're going to heat press directly into it. So nice soft edges, and it's going to look great when we go to transfer it on our shirt. What we're going to want to do first is a pre-press. It's very important to remove any excess moisture on our shirt itself. So I'm going to open up my press, and I'm going to prep my press first, and then we'll give it a quick pre-press. Make sure today we're going to be pressing our image on the front center of our shirt, so I'm going to want to make sure that I pay attention to the alignment. I'm grabbing my piece of Teflon with the pillow. The whole purpose of the Teflon and the foam or even the paper is just so that we don't create a shadow image when we press with our ink that's going to transfer onto the back. And so we're going to be able to press on one side of the shirt at a time. And it's going to prevent any kind of excess ink going through. And then because I am going to be transferring the ink through, I'm going to place a sheet of protective paper on the inside on top of my Teflon pillow. And the purpose of this is just to protect the Teflon again and make sure that we don't have any ink transfers. Once I have my paper in place, we're going to run it with a sticky lint roller. Can never sticky lint roll enough. It's a quick way to ruin a transfer if you have any kind of lint or dirt on top of the shirt itself. And when we pre-press, again, we're removing any excess moisture, and we're going to create it to be nice and flat. We won't have any wrinkles, and then that way when we do our transfer, we'll make sure that we don't actually press a crease inside of our image. Grabbing another sheet of protective paper, I'm going to place this on top of my shirt, and we'll do a quick pre-press for just a few seconds. Once we finish with our pre-press, we're going to run our sticky lint roller one more time. I'm going to grab my image and lightly mist it with some Conde Pro Spray. Apply it to our shirt. Again, we tore all of our edges just around the image itself, so it's going to be pretty easy to place on our shirt itself. If you have too large of an edge, sometimes it's harder to see where our image is going to be applied. And again, the teared edging is going to make sure that we have a nice soft edge and not a perfect square where we would have cut out our image. Place another sheet of protective paper on top. And again, like all of the items that we press, you're going to want to refer to the instructions online. They will be the most updated and complete. What's going to work with your equipment itself. And I'm going to quickly press our shirt right now. And in just a few moments, we'll have a completed vapor tee. And we'll lift and swing away on our press. Let's go ahead and remove our transfer right away. And we'll give it a few moments to cool. We'll be able to show you the finished product. That looks great. We just finished with our shirt, and I've laid them out side by side. You can get a nice look and tell that there are no edgings or edges that are real sharp if you were just to cut. That tear method really does work well. Again, this is just another vapor shirt that we pressed today. Agent on that. One of the best things about the Vapor Basic Tee is that it does come in several different styles. You even have long sleeve, various colors. There's youth, there's women's, there's men. You're going to be able to talk to your Conde agent to find out all of the vapor products that we carry with the basic line. And for more tips, products, and services, be sure to check out our website at conde.com and watch more of my videos at condetv.com. I'm Brittany with Conde Systems, and thank you for joining us.